Hello and welcome back to Saying Yes to Life. And welcome to my garden. I'm Delisa Renideo and I'm speaking to you from my garden in Vilcabamba, Ecuador. Today I'm going to talk about the power of our choices. We all know that big decisions shape our lives. Things like getting married or not getting married, buying a house, which house to buy, moving to a new place, or changing jobs. We usually spend a lot of time thinking about these choices because we know they can change the course of our lives. But what we don't always realize is that the little choices, the small everyday decisions, shape our lives just as much, if not more. How we spend our free time, what we read or what we watch, how we treat the people who serve us, the clerk at the store, the delivery person, or our neighbors, or even other drivers on the road. All of these tiny choices, repeated day after day, create the texture and the tone of our lives. So whether we're aware of them or not, these little choices are always creating something. And we've already created the life we're living right now through the choices that we've made, many of them without much thought or intention to them. But you know what? That's actually good news, because if our unconscious choices created this version of our life, imagine what our conscious ones can create. And we don't have to wait for a new year or for a big decision or for anyone else's permission or even approval. We can begin shaping a happier, more peaceful, more abundant life with our very next choice, which means in our very next breath. It might be as small as just deciding to take a deep breath before reacting, or choosing to notice the beauty that's all around us instead of just rushing past it. Or it might be to become kind to the people in front of us, even when we're tired or distracted or just in a bad mood for some reason. These choices may seem small, but each one is a building block, and they each are shaping who we're becoming and the kind of world we're creating. And just as important as the what we do is how we do it. The same act, cooking dinner, washing dishes, answering an email, can either fill our world with resentment or with love. Are you familiar with Thich Nhat Hanh? Don't try to spell it. It's hard enough to say, but it's really hard to spell. Thich Nhat Hanh once said that he loves to wash dishes slowly, as if he were giving a baby a bath. Now, I have never washed dishes like that, but I can just imagine what that is like. What if we were treating the washing of dishes as a sacred act, and we wash with mindfulness and care and with a sense of peace instead of either unconsciousness or maybe just a sense of duty? I love that image, doing something so ordinary with such a sense of actual meaning and tenderness. Because every task can become sacred when we bring our full presence to it. So this reminds me again of the story of the three bricklayers. And in case you haven't heard it before, I'll just remind you how it goes. A little girl was walking past a construction site someplace in Europe, and she saw three men that were all doing some laying of bricks. And so she said, "Hey, mister," to the first one, "what you doing?" And the first one said, "I'm just laying one damn brick on top of another." She asked the second man, "Hey, mister, what you doing?" And he said, "I'm building a wall." She asked the third one, "Hey, mister, what you doing?" And he smiled and he said, "I'm building the cornerstone of the grandest cathedral in all of Europe." Now, each of them was doing the exact same task, They were laying bricks. But the spirit behind it changed everything. What we bring to what we do, our awareness, our attitude, our love, transforms not only what we're creating, but who we are becoming in that process. We can actually often look back over our lives and we can see how our choices, even the little ones, led us to where we are now. Maybe it was what we chose to study, or who we spent time with, or how we spent our free time. Every choice, large and small, became a thread into the tapestry that we wove with our lives. But we often don't realize that the same small choices that we're making today are creating our future. Every decision, how we spend our attention, how we speak, how we respond, is shaping who we are becoming. So here's my invitation today. I invite you to become more conscious of all the little details of your daily life and to shift them even slightly toward the kind of life that you truly want to create. We are shaping our lives in each moment through our thoughts, our energy, and our actions. And that means that we always have the power to begin again, right now. So making these small choices consciously is one way that we can have freedom and one way that we can say yes to life. So thank you for joining me. Please share this with anyone that you think would benefit from it. And if you haven't yet, I invite you to click the subscribe button. And right next to that button is a little bell icon. And if you click that and then choose the word all, then you will be notified every time I put out a new video, which is twice a week on Wednesdays and Sundays. So make happy choices for yourself and the world this week. Thank you.